Welcome to video number 4. As we continue our discussion with Chapter 6, involving health and reproductive rights, and Chapter 7, involving family systems, I want to encourage you to think a little bit about how these factors have affected your life. I start the recording of this video at the time that Angelina Jolie has announced that she purposefully underwent a double mastectomy to avoid breast cancer. Doctors found that Angelina Jolie had an 87% chance of getting breast cancer based on her family history. She made this choice after watching her mother suffer from breast cancer for over 10 years. Jolie made a very proactive choice over her own personal body. This is an interesting case of empowerment and a woman's ability to choose how her own body is handled. Chapter 6 focuses on the politics of women's health and reproductive rights. It emphasizes the linkages between the body, health, and women's power in society. This chapter explores the way that structured patterns of inequality and privilege affect women's health and reproductive status. It also explores access to health practices and products. Through this chapter, we learn about reproductive choice, contraception, forced sterilization, and abortion history, law, and practices. A few interesting points in this chapter include the discussion of HIV, reproductive choice, and the role of the women's health movement moving through time. The chapter provides an overview of HIV in the United States and cites a statistic that the Center for Disease Control has published that states that more than 1 million people are living with AIDS in the United States. The topic of reproductive choice involves being able to have safe and affordable birthing and parenting options, reliable and affordable birth control technologies, and freedom from forced sterilization and the availability of abortion. The women's health movement gained traction in 1969 when the Boston Women's Health Collective formed to address issues related to women and their bodies. This group subsequently became known as Our Bodies, Ourselves, and really has helped shape public policy regarding women's health issues in the United States. I encourage you to review the profile of activist Margaret Sanger, a nurse who advocated for the use of birth control in the 1920s, leading to the repeal of the Comstock laws that forbid the transmission of information about birth control over the U.S. mail, and her work further set the stage for the Supreme Court case Griswold v. Connecticut, which made birth control legal for married couples in 1966. As students on a college campus, information about sexually transmitted diseases is found in your textbook, with definitions related to chlamydia, gonorrhea, and HPV. We will now move on to a related topic found in Chapter 7's discussion of family systems. Family is a major institution in the United States and globally, structuring practices and ideas about gender and systems of inequality and privilege. The family is a place where women experience conflict, love, relationships, and power. Subsections in your book include definitions of the family and its demographics in society, connections between the family as an institution, and other systems of power. A few facts that you will observe in the chapter are that women are generally marrying later in life. At the institutional level, the family maintains patterns of privilege and inequity and is linked to other societal institutions such as the economy, the political system, religion, and education. Families are defined by social scientists as kinship systems, and traditionally we have looked at the nuclear family as a mother and father living in a single family home with one or more children. However, now we are noticing rises in single-parent families, multi-generational families, and extended families taking hold in society. The feminist movement has long had an interest in the family. Noted feminist scholar Betty Friedan published the book The Feminine Mystique in 1963. This work followed interviews that she conducted with Smith College graduates. The book was published in 1963. And what Friedan found was that these graduates were having dissatisfaction in their marriage. They reported despair and unhappiness that was leading them to use tranquilizers, have extramarital affairs, and engage in their community by volunteerism as a way to express their creativity and intellectual capability. Friedan's work was later criticized as classist, but served as a call for women to examine their societal role. The chapter concludes with essays on marriage and love, including Who Wants to Marry a Feminist, Don't Give Up Your Day Job, and a beautiful poem by Maya Angelou. As you complete this section, I would like for you to consider a few questions. Have serious health issues ever affected you, a family member, or a friend? Then I would like for you to ponder your own experience living in a family. How does your family compare with the different types of families and models of power? Thank you.